right now. Good evening, welcome to a quarter-final match of the Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifiers, the second one of 3 in total. First one won by Scary Faces, and the second one we will see today who is gonna be getting that second ticket to the Dreamhack Winter 2012 Dota 2 tournament. Because we are starting with the quarterfinal, but we're also going to see the semi-finals and the finals in the end. If you want to look at the brackets, you can do so. I have linked them in chat earlier before, but maybe someone is so nice to link them again. Let's see what WhA is going to use to try and take this match. They are not going to use the Bounty Hunter, nor the Disruptor, nor the Undying and the TA. It's going to be the Batrider that's going to be the first pickup. The other team that is playing here is Clan Poland, or known as CPL. And we are gonna see which heroes they want to use. They pick up the Jig hero, of course, a hero that we have seen basically not fail, kinda, in the last couple of weeks since the patch. Can I say weeks already? I think it can, like 2 weeks ago. And the next hero will be picked up soon as well. As we still have the Rubik in the pool if they want to pick that one up. But at the same time, I mean, that kind of defines also what they want to do with it. Like, lately, Rubik has been a support hero, and since they already have the Jig hero as support, if they now pick up the Rubik, there's a very high likability that they will be playing a tri-lane, and that already gives away to WhA what they want to do, and then WhA can counter that easier, and you know, it might not something that they want to do, but they also don't want to give away the Rubik, so they do still pick him up. Darkseer and Wisp will be the pickups for WhA. They really don't hesitate about these. Darkseer, of course, a hero that has not really left the metagame, not even nerfs can stop him, and Wisp will be picked up here as well. And I do think we still have to find a hero that is going to be combined with that Wisp. There's of course a lot of combinations, and you can't ban out all of them. I'm calling a CK, a Tiny, Bounty Hunter, which is actually banned out by the way, so that one's not possible anymore. Ricky also, so still plenty of possibilities in as the last pick comes for CPL. I mean, it kinda now is, what are they gonna use their Rubik as? Is it indeed gonna be a tri-lane, or is it gonna be a solo lane? And we have seen Rubiks before, and it's a solo long lane even, like in a hard lane. But solo mid is a more common one, and it will, well, first the Batrider, I think he might be able to stay alive long enough to get to level 6 without dying. At the same time, I'm not all too certain about it, to be fair. Batrider is such a strong solo mid lately, so we'll just have to wait and see what CPL is still going to be picking up to complement their lineup with, and if it's even going to be a solo mid Rubik, or if it's still going to be a tri-lane, because like I said, there's possibilities there. Winter will be the pickup there, so that's going to be their long lane solo by the looks of it. Also could go in a mid role, but I'm not as convinced of that, to be fair. We have got ourselves an Enigma banned out, so that one will no longer be in the pool. I mean, we as Asian don't really want to pick it up. I mean, yes, it's still strong with the Darkseer vacuum combination, but at the same time, I mean, you just have to get that off. Like, that's nice to have, but if you don't get it off, it's a bit pointless. And they don't really want to have it for any other possibility, because you have that Rubik on the other side who can just steal the black hole regardless, because it's a channeled spell. Lifestealer is a ban here for WhA. Also a combination that you sometimes see with a Wisp, but right now they don't want to pick it up, they don't want to play against it, so they ban it out. We have the CK banned out by CPL. No surprise there, they need to ban out those heroes. We're probably going to see a Tiny still banned out by them as well, as it's their turn to ban right now, and they are taking into their time. They are the only team so far that has used their bonus time. And there indeed goes the Tiny. So like I said, I mean, if you're gonna be versus the Wisp, that's gonna be the most logical ban that you can do. CK Tiny. And like I said, there's still other possibilities, but those two are the main two. Last pickup coming from WhA Asian. Ban out, that is, while I'm opening my drink. So, without breaking my nails. There we go. Sorry for the sounds. Might be a nice sound if you're thirsty, then you're now extra thirsty. 10 seconds remaining. They haven't used any bonus time just yet, so they can just think about this. They banned off the tide though. So there's not going to be any more team fight, and that kind of... it kind of surprises me, because I thought that they were expecting maybe a support Rubik already. And then a long lane Windrunner. But then Tidehunter banned out, meaning that they were maybe expecting a long lane Tide or tri-lane with the Tide, and the Rubik still solo mid. Could be. But at least it's a very annoying hero to deal with. I mean, if you're not going to have that major teamfight thing yourself, you don't want your opponents to have it either. I mean, it's just annoying. Phantom Lancer banned out because of that Wisp also. And we have got ourselves a Chen pickup by WhA. So that will be their jungle hero, and it's no real surprise to be honest, because Darkseer is going to be a long lane solo, Bed Rider mid, and Wisp can easily deal with a dual lane together with whatever is going to be picked up last, which could still be a Ricky, but yeah, Dragon Knight, others. There's a couple possibilities left still. Let's see what CPL is going to be doing with that. Like, they kind of have to give a hint away. Like, if they still want to have a jungle hero, they kind of have to pick up the Enchantress, unless they're going to go for an unorthodox jungle hero. But if they do pick up a jungle hero, then they have to run Rubik in the mid lane, and they just have to dual lane with Jakiro. Maybe even Jakiro Naga Siren could still be a possibility, but for people that have watched this morning, for the matches that I casted this morning for the Chinese regional finals, Naga Siren is not what she used to be anymore. Not as strong. Wow, my voice is doing just fine, thank you. But they're taking it to the bonus time, and they're gonna pick up a Sven. I like it. I like it a lot. Sven Wisp is also a strong combination, of course, so they denied that one. And Sven has been seeing a lot more play lately. Purely his buff in the previous 2 patches was that his god strength got increased and scales better with late game, so to speak. And his solo, I mean, he can. I like Sven. That's all I'm gonna say actually. Combined with the Jakiro, Ice Path, Macro Pyre is not gonna miss. Wow. Wait a second. Drinking some water again. Well, hopefully that's gonna be better. Looks like it is. Thank you. So, last pickup, WhA, and they, like I said, they still have zillions of times in their bonus time. What is gonna be the hero that they're gonna tether to the Wisp? That is the question. Is it still gonna be a Ricky? No, it's gonna be a Juggernaut. So that's gonna be the hero that they are gonna be working with. Extra movement speed on the Juggernaut, combined with Blade Fury, pretty strong. Pretty strong. One of the reasons that he's used to be combined up a lot with the Venomancer. Last pickup incoming for CPL.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
As I'm just gonna talk a bit less and save my voice a bit more. We wanted to have a voice the entire night through. That would be ideal. But this way is oh well. 11 seconds, that's all they have left to think about it. That's when they also run out of bonus time. Oh wow. I was not counting on that one for sure, but it kinda says, you know what, we have ourselves a tri-lane, we have ourselves a mid-storm spirit, long lane Windrunner, and Rubik together with the Sven and Jakiro. That will be a very strong tri-lane. I have to turn up my volume. I will turn up my volume by sitting up straight and talk more into the microphone. How does that sound for a turning up volume? This is better. It also makes me sit better, probably better. So let's see who is playing what and how these two teams are going to be trying to beat each other. As yeah, I'll make some tea before the next game.
remaining.
That's probably the best idea. Stupid though.
5 seconds.
I went fine the entire day. And I'm not ill, for sure. No cold whatsoever. And the game is paused. Okay. There. Camera speed. Pro stuff. I had plenty of time to sort that out, but here we go. Let's see who's playing what. The Dire team is CPL Clan Poland. We're gonna see Sasu, who's standing in for today. Is gonna be playing the Storm Spirit. Nick will be playing the Windrunner. Eventer will be playing the Rubik. Vex FC also standing in will be playing the Jakiro, and Hugs Over Time will be playing that carry Sven. And for lanes, it's really no surprise how they're gonna be distributing their lanes. Tri lane, solo lane, solo lane. But they are gonna go for a short lane tri lane, so very, very defensive, making sure that Sven's gonna get that farm, rather than going for aggressive tri lane on the bottom lane that we have seen a lot of teams doing lately. We are going to check out to the bottom lane, because that's where everybody of WhA Asian is at. We have Crit, newly acquired WhA Asian member. He's going to be playing that Bat Rider. We're going to have RMC, who's being called Sheever here. He is playing that Sven. It's going to be the Nino from WhA, who's going to be playing the Darkseer, with Hip Hop Not Pop playing the Wisp. And it will be Endless Tewi Park playing the Juggernaut for this match for WhA Asian, as they're trying to find out who is here, and they think they already saw the Windrunner, but I think Windrunner also saw the ward getting placed, so like the blink is there. She's gonna make sure that she's very safe at her tier 2 tower. And will be, if the rune spawns bottom, it will be going towards WhA Asian by the looks of it. So we're just gonna see and wait till that happens, as I just have to move something. There we go. It looks like Crit is actually going into the jungle, or at least clearing out the waves here. And sorry for this, this is my cat standing on my mouse pad. That's not handy. Thank you, cat. Illusion rune by Rubik, already harassing a bit, being the human ward with the illusion. That was a rune, of course, level 1 rune that got picked up, or a 0-minute rune. Darkseer is gonna put on some iron shells to try and have rest. That's Sven, that's gonna be here on the top lane. Gonna be Juggernaut Wisp, of course, here. Jungle will be going to the Sven, Chen, rather. And Crit will be, of course, in the mid lane. As I put the last and an eye up, I'm curious to see how this lineup is gonna go, this matchup is gonna go, because this combination is not one that we see very often. In theory, of course, Crit should be having the better of this lane, and at least until Storm Spirit is level 6. But when Storm Spirit is level 6, he can of course ball lightning. When Crit's level 6, he can lasso. So it will be interesting to see this. I mean, no sticky napalm picked up by the Bat Rider so far, and there is of course a magic stick up by the Storm Spirit, so he might just decide, you know what, I'm gonna make sure he wasted that 200 gold, and I'm just gonna not spam out my sticky napalm at level 1. But of course he picked that Firefly up to try and fly around and give Chen some more free farm, I guess. He picked up a Centaur as the first one. Nice creep to have, for sure. I might see him be aggressive with that one as well. Maybe go to the bottom lane, try to get a gank up on this Windrunner, as they have already placed a ward there, even though the ward also got countered. Windrunner has some sentry wards. This is a sentry ward, and this is the one that's down to half HP, as it will drop as soon as the pause is going to be unpaused. So we'll give some more space to that Windrunner, or at least a bit more feel of freedom. She, of course, has also got a ward here, making sure that she sees ganks that are going to be incoming. So she should be able to stand a bit more in experience range once she get that ward down, if she wants to. She leaves the Iron Branch on the floor. That might... oh, it's going to be picking it up again, and probably moving it a bit more back or something like that. Oh, Sticky Napalm now picked up by the Bat Rider, so that is indeed the case. Still gonna spam out that stuff and give Storm Spirit his mana back, which is actually pretty important. So Storm Spirit can spam out his randoms a bit more. We have, of course, a Trilon on the top lane. Darkseer has decided, you know what, this is not gonna be of much use. I'm just gonna be going into the jungle. I'm gonna be getting some levels there. As well, he can't really do anything here. Double stack here by the Rubik, so that the lane gets denied. Lane gets to be in the court of the Sven the entire time. He'll get free farm. Very risky, of course. At the same time, Juggernaut not really free farm, as Windrunner is actually able to stay around here now, especially since she knows that that ward is gone. And she's already level 2, so that's a straight difference from that Darkseer and the Windrunner. But At least Juggernaut's getting a nice last hit as well. He is a bit behind on the spend, but only later will we be able to tell who is getting ahead of that farming battle between the two carries. Of course, one thing that we have to note is that there is a Chen in the jungle who is farming creeps, farming neutrals, and there is no jungle hero, and at least no solid jungle hero up on the dire side, so that will be a clear advantage going the way of the Raiden, going the way of WhA as Asian, because Clan Poland is not going to get that experience and gold in the jungle that WhA as Asian is getting, even though they do a nice job at continuously stacking and getting more stacks and at least getting that experience. But Rubik's still level 1, Jakiro level 2, and the Chen, I think he's almost level 2, as we have got him picking up a smoke. He's got a Centaur full on mana again. I think he wants to try to get a kill up on the Storm Spirit at level 3. The blinks are on there. We also have a Darkseer hanging around there. Has got a Surge to come in there in case it goes good. Centaur is going to be the first one, of course. Going to try to get that stun in. He's going to get it. Firefly, I think Storm Spirit uses Stick Charger. That won't be enough though. Bad Rider will pick up the solid kill, and it's really good setup gank. And there was nothing that Sasu could do against that. They don't have a ward around there, no vision, and it's just he got a bit too confident there, and that's the difference between the jungle heroes. You get confident with, you get a bit used to not seeing some of the heroes on the map. Windrunner in the meantime going down on the bottom lane as well. Wisp helping out. This was the typical combination that I said. Extra movement speed from the Wisp ladder. Juggernaut, Blade Fury. There's no way you're going to be outrunning that, not even as a Windrunner, even though he does have level 2 on Windrun, but not able to do so. 2 for 0 in favor of WhA as Asian right now. As 2 kills happen at the same time. That's, of course, it's a bit of a mind game also. Like, if you imagine Sasu in the mid lane, they're on TeamSpeak or whatever, or Skype. He says he's being ganked, people check to see how that's going maybe. Windrunner got himself a bit distracted and went down, so that's creating chaos on the map in a way, and it's always a good thing to play that mind game a bit. And if it's one thing about Storm Spirit that you have to know, it's until he's level 6, he is kind of squishy. You can easily gank him. He doesn't have any escape mechanisms or anything like that. When he gets level 6, however, that will be a lot harder, but that's why you'd have to shut him down before he gets level 6. So far Crit doing a nice job, as it looks like the Sven and Jakiro had some fun with the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane, top lane rather, as still no support incoming to try and help this out. Darkseer level 4 right now, so still doing a good job, almost got his soul ring complete. I mean, level 4 Darkseer, and the Storm Spirit is actually already level 5, so it is a very short, very minimal difference between those two heroes, even though one was supposed to be on the long lane solo and it went inside the jungle. And the other one is a solo mid hero who should, in theory, always out-level anybody else. Juggernaut, there is the extra speed again. This time will it be enough. No boots still up on the Windrunner though. They might just try to dive. This looks like they are. There goes the Blade Fury. The Tether Stun as well. Spears to go, and that should be 1 kill. Bam! It goes. Wisp picks up the kill. And now you see how it would have gone previous time when the Windrunner went down. And again they went in at the same time. This time we caught the other one though. As in the other gank that came out. And it wasn't a successful gank either. I mean, Jakiro and Ruby coming here to help out, making sure that Storm Spirit was not going to go down. Storm Spirit now almost level 3, and Chen moving back inside the jungle. I think he actually lost his, he lost his Centaur in that engagement, which is of course a bit of a shame. But that was at least a good counter to that gank, making sure that at least middle lane didn't die, and only the bottom lane went down. In the meantime, we have got more pressure on the tier 1 tower top, and it's going to be the Darkseer that's going to try to do something against it. He got some iron shells up, able to push the lane back, and that should be enough for now. Windrunner again. Windrunner's herself away. Is there going to be a dive? Looks like there is. Juggernaut has got his only slash. Used it, and bam, you're dead. Free gold for the Juggernaut, and he just walks himself back. Tower being tanked up by the creeps. The Wisp also walking back like nothing is the matter, and that's a very easy kill for them indeed. And they can continue to do that every time, and right now the level difference between the two is going to get bigger and bigger, which means that it's going to get easier and easier to pick her off. Level 4 on the Windrunner, level 7 on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut 41 last hits as well. Sorry, that's the Sven actually. Juggernaut 29 last hits as well. That's actually a bit big of a difference. Now 30 last hits, and Sven actually having 43, so doing a great job there. But at the same time, I mean, he's been free farming. There's really been nobody to shut him down. And he might be getting some tower money here as well, because this tier 1 tower is starting to look pretty squishy. And will be dropping to the hand of the Dire here with one more hit needed, and it was actually this range creep that got the last hit. So the gold gets split, which is not a bad thing, but it's really, you want the gold upon your Sven, because Sven is getting an advantage and you want them to have a bigger advantage there, as Windrunner has decided, you know what, that bottom lane is not my thing, and I'm just gonna be roaming around a bit. Actually placed a ward there, and we'll be going back towards his tier 1. Meantime, Wisp is level 6, so here they are. Juggernaut there as well. It's gonna be Sven that's the target. Extra movement speed up, but there's the war cry. Ice Bat will slow them down, and they will be back off in 6 seconds. And no successful gank coming off. Nice movement there by the Sven. And that is gonna be a failed gank coming off from WhA. But from now on, since that Wisp is level 6, they will be able to do that every minute again. 1 minute and a half or so. Minute and a half. Tier 1 tower gonna be pressured here as well. Windrunner, only thing that she can do is send through a couple of power shots, but they are still level 1, so really not all that much use. We have Jakiro standing around the corner waiting with an ice path. We have 4 heroes in the mid lane, or I say we had, because Sven actually is going towards the bottom lane. Walked past the courier and picked up a double damage rune instead now. And I think the courier actually spotted him, so they would have been ready for him. And right now they're just gonna continue pushing on the tower. Nice deny coming off from Mnik. What do these two want to do? They have been running around for a while now, and this is all costing them time and experience. War cry, more movement speed. Waiting for it. There comes hip hop, not pop. Where's the stun? There's the stun. Right clicks, and one more needed, and that's a kill. Is it gonna be more? Juggernaut, Omni slashing on the Sven, Battle Fury, Blade Fury, he gets the kill! That is not worth it! And now, can he get more? No, he cannot get more, he needs to TP out, does not have mana to TP out, Fade Bolt going through, no mana still, and he's just gonna try to walk his way out, maybe gonna try to pick someone off before he goes down, and actually doing a good job, and maybe he gets a kill! He gets the kill on the Jakiro, and the Windrunner went down as well! How did Windrunner went down? Juggernaut also picked him off. Juggernaut gets a double kill before dying. Imba play coming up from the Juggernaut. I really thought he was gonna go down before anything else. But that's just a level difference doing the works. In the meantime, Storm Spirit made notice that he is level 6 right now as well. Picked up the Darks here. Of course, he can now just ball lightning in and vortex someone, and especially if there's a Sven around and maybe a Rubik as well, that target will go down. And he is still bottle crowing his bottle. Chen now coming into the mid lane, might be trying to lay down some pressure on this tier 1, as there is nobody to defend it as of yet. We do have people coming in though. Jakiro incoming. Central ward being placed here by the Rubik. Interesting. And no ward there up for the Radiant. But he's kind of coming in from the side. There's going to be ball lightning in, and that is going to be a kill on that Chen. Telekinesis in the meantime up on the Bat Rider, who can still try to Firefly away. But I don't think he'll be able to do that, at least not unless there is a Juggernaut. And that's gonna be a Rubik going down. Juggernaut doing the works. And Bat Rider staying alive, only giving a Chen away. At least that is, well, it is still not a very nice trade to support Rubik for his Chen. But if you're gonna trade anyway, then, or if you're gonna lose your Chen anyway, then it's better to trade, of course, than to not trade. We do have the middle tower going down. It gets denied though. That's the second tower being denied, so that's the difference right now. There's 2 towers down on the side of the Dire. Both are denied, and only 1 tower down on the side of the Radiant. A blink there gonna up on the Bat Rider's invisibility up on this Sven right here, looking for a way in, gets a stun, ball lightning, and that's gonna be crit, still going down, and there's nobody fast enough to try to respond to that one, because that one was just way too fast. Good use of the invisibility rune, and the Mana Boots will help out again, so they can continue their pressure upon this tier 1 tower. In the meantime, Juggernaut's back on the bottom lane, forces out a Windrun from the Windrunner. Has got his Omni Slash of course up again, so as soon as he sees the Windrunner by herself, he will be able to jump on it. In the meantime, 4 heroes on this middle lane for CPL. It's gonna be 3 soon, because the Storm Spirit is gonna be going towards the top lane to push the lane out again, and of course to get some more farm. As I'm just gonna put up the net worth, because that one seems more important, more interesting right now, as we have, of course, no surprise, Juggernaut highest on that list. He has been free farming, but apart from that, oh hello, Omni Slash, right clicks, last 2, Blade Fury, and Windrunner, you're dead. And this time Bat Rider actually gets the kill, but yeah. That's exactly the reason why he has the most gold. And they saw, I think they might have seen, yeah, they saw the Jakiro moving there. They have a ward, but he is not going to be able to let himself get caught out. He knows that they have a ward now, though, even though he thinks that it's there. Of course, they moved there as soon as they saw the Jakiro, so good giveaway there. Right clicks going on this tier 2, but support's gonna come in. Here comes Sven, here comes Jakiro, Ice Path ready, stun at the ready. Look who's the first target. It's gonna be the crit. No, blink away, will be safe, especially since Wisp came in here. And he will be fine. Nice blink away, good in time. Of course the stun will still hit then, but at least he is able to be out of the line of fire, so to speak. With now 4 heroes, soon to be 5 on the bottom half of the map for WhA Asian. There are 3 heroes here for CPL. There is 1 sticky napalm. Is there going to be a last 2 up? No, 22 seconds. Ice Pass. Darkseid just walks past it, but the Wisp got hit by it, and that will mark the retreat again, or at least they won't be able to continue going. There's still 4 heroes here of CPL, 4 heroes here of WhA Asian. Do they really want to force the issue is the question. They are missing their Chen. They do of course have his Hand of God still if they want to go for it, but they are not going to go for it. It's too even odds, and of course it sounds stupid, but you don't want even odds, you want to be ahead. It's just that simple. Wisp in the meantime has of course got his ultimate off cooldown again. It's gonna look for a nice possibility to TP maybe to the top lane if they can find this guy. He of course has his ball lightning, so as soon as he sees something's up he will be able to just ball lightning away. So you have to have him in that instant tether stun and catch him off guard, but I don't think that's gonna be all that possible. Even though the blink goes off, maybe they're gonna try still. Let's see if they're gonna be trying. Not yet for now anyway. Urn being picked up by the Wisp. Not yet sending it to himself though. We have Windrunner going for a mechanism as the first item. We have got the Rubik being a support, has got boots, is happy. Mana boots on the Jakiro, we already saw that one. We have Sven of course building towards the BKB, and they going for the bottom lane. Shackle latches on the Juggernaut, but it's not going to be doing anything more but harassment, and they also back off again, knowing that Windrunners is now out of their reach. And actually managed to pick up on levels. I mean, she's level 8 with a level 10 Juggernaut who has been getting a lot of kills there, so nice job for that. As we do see the experience graph in favor of the Radiant team. No real surprise. They're gonna go somewhere middle lane. Ice Path stuns. It's gonna be the Sven that goes down. Juggernaut picking it up. Bedrider trying to do what he can. He was already there. Wisp will be home soon again. 4 seconds. He's not gonna make it though. Goes down to the Storm Spirit. Blink away from crit. Nice trade they made though, but it's shame they had to make a trade, even though he can make a trade and make a good trade, and that's also the Jakiro going down, so that's a good one. Hand of God was of course used in that encounter, not being enough anymore, and Juggernaut now stuck here since he couldn't be teleported back anymore since the Wisp went down. But action happening in the mid lane. Tier 1 tower there is of course already done. All tier 2 towers, tier 1 towers are down on the side of CPL, as I need some more drinks. And Chen also building up towards the mechanism. And no surprise there. Still building though, like still doesn't have it complete. Of course, he has died once. Battle Fury up on the Juggernaut, so that's gonna be looking more and more dangerous for CPL, because they have the Sven that's farming, and that's so good and stuff, but Sven actually has died twice already. And the Juggernaut only once and has 6 kills on his name. With Sven only been active in 2 kills so far. He needs more farm. Maybe he's gonna be able to get it at some point, but for now he has to be careful. I mean, he can't farm on the bottom lane apparently, because there's the Storm Spirit, who is by the way level 11, has picked himself up by Ultimate Orb, so curious to see what he's gonna go for. If he's gonna go for a Sheepstick, or maybe still Lincolns or something like that. Wisp TPing in and gonna find the lasso that finds his Sven. Ice Path does not land on anything. Battle Fury going through, and it is the Sven that goes down even after stunning, and Wisp and Jakiro Juggernaut will be back as Crit flies himself away. Darkseid going back off as well. And CPL is left without their Sven, because he got picked off again. A nice control they have on the Radiant side. They didn't even have a ward there, but Crit being there was enough that they need, and he could just blink in, grab that Sven, and just drag him back down. And also make sure that Ice Path was a bit off the mark, making sure that that was at least not going to be a a trouble thing for the Radiant side. As in gold, they're also, of course, pulling ahead now. Double the amount of kills of CPL. We have got about 5k difference in gold, with about 7k difference in experience. And we have got 3 heroes gathering up on this bottom lane. We also have the Sven coming in here with 2 centaurs and a Ursa warrior. And they are blinking on the tier 2, and they want to take it down. They can, actually. They can. Unless there's going to be massive defense coming up from CPL. With actually a Fade Bolt and Macropire possibility and Ice Path, that's actually quite a lot of defense, and they realize that. They back off again. Gotta keep an eye on this one. 6 seconds until his ulti is up again. Smoke up. Incoming trap. Incoming trap. Also TP incoming from the darks here. They want to go for this blink in. Lasso, Sasu, telekinesis though, an Ice Path crit. In some trouble. Macropire as well. Hand of God going through so far. Crit still alive, but gets locked by the vortex. Gonna still try to fly away. Will be able to fly away. But Jakiro, Rubik, Windrunner, all 3 are dead. Sasu will be able to back off. He still has enough mana as well to a ball lining away a bit more. Flame Break still goes off. Sven's still alive. But that fight, what a tankiness. What an initiation coming off from Crit. And making sure he stayed alive to get, of course, with help of the Chen, of that healing ward, of the stick charge, of everything, able to stay alive. And that was just a thing. Everybody of CPL threw their spells upon Crit, but he did not go down. So CPL never got the advantage of that fight. They still want to go in though. Sven looking for a stun. Finding a stun. No. WhA is there. Shackle. Latches. For Juggernaut is going to be having a lot of trouble here. Goes down. Vacuum in though. Ice Path there as well. Juggernaut buys back. Will be back here again shortly as Windrunner drops to the Darkseer. Darkseer wanted to go for more. Does not have any mana to do anything anymore though. Can surge himself away if he wants to. Doesn't want to. Stun, landing up on Crit. Courier in the midst of all of this. Here comes the Wisp, picking up the Juggernaut, and we'll be able to leave everybody there. We have got the Chen still going down. Juggernaut doing the works, and this is just some nice play by the Wisp, of course, but something that you can be doing. Wisp will be back to his base again. Probably, actually, no, not even. He just TP'd to the base, picked up the Juggernaut, and TP'd him back. And that is a team wipe. Juggernaut for Jakiro, of course. Did he already go down earlier? I think he did. And it is Rubik that went down twice, and tier 2 tower will drop. And I just want to remind you that it is a best out of 1. These teams only have 1 chance to make it to the finals. The finals themselves are going to be a best out of 3. But this game is just a best out of 1. And we as Asian on the right path to take this game to make it to the semi-finals of this Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifiers number 2. I know, it's a mouthful. Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifiers number 2. Because there's already been a number 1. Finals were on Monday. If you missed that, the VODs are on my YouTube channel. Of the best out of 3. Mechanism, of course, completed on the Chen. We already saw that being used in the previous game. 3k gold on the Juggernaut. Curious to see what he's going to go for next. Bat Rider. 2600 gold. Wisp. Oh, has his ultimate in 3 seconds. Get ready for something. I'm gonna follow this. Maybe want to go for the Windrunner again soon. Windrunner sees them coming. Oh, there they go. Here they are. And they find an Omni Slash on the Rubik and vacuum back in on the Jakiro. Jakiro is down to 2 quick pickoffs. And they might be going for Roshan with that. And think Juggernaut's just going to be left there. And Wisp will be the only one to TP. And Roshan will be the prize for those 2 so easy pickoffs. There's really nothing you can really do against it apart from not be out on the map by yourself without the Sven. Because Sven is the person that should be able to do it for the team. But Sven, after having a lane full of free farm, not able to live up to the carry role that he was supposed to be giving. He is almost ready with his BKB. I say almost, but he still needs 1100 gold. But it's not fast enough by the looks of it. Now Juggernaut has an Aegis, even harder to take down. Of course he died in the previous fight, but he came back, bought back, made sure that the buyback was totally worth it. They got a tower, they got extra kills, and they surged, and they want the Windrunner, and they get it in a lasso. Crits all around, 1 more hit needed. Nice shackle though, but that's the kill. Chen, Test of Faith, picking it off. Rubik in the meantime, stealing Sticky Napalm again. We saw it in the previous fight as well, but not able to to work out. Not able to make a difference in that fight, of course. As the ward is instantly countered. The ward that Wisp just placed 8 stacks on his urn. 900 gold up on him. Let's take a look at what the Dire has so far. We already know that Sven is of course building towards the BKB. Jakiro has got his mana boost steel, has got his magic wand, not that much more since what we saw last time. Initiation up on the Darkseer. But he's going to be able to make himself disappear, or at least support or search was there. But it's now on cooldown. Ice Path, Blink here from Crit, gets the telekinesis. This could end badly. Theta there though, Darkseer still going down. And that is the Theta stolen, I think, by the Rubik. Yep, extra movement speed for them now too. Happy times. Of course you still can't TP anywhere or something like that. It will be a Jakiro that will go down here as well. Juggernaut just picking him up, clean and easy kill, and they now are having their path set to this tier 2 tower. Bad Rider looking for initiation, has got a lasso, has got a blink. That's all he wants to do. Blink and lasso someone, drag him back to his team. Not able to find one so far, they're waiting for the creep wave. He's got Rubik, he's got boots, he's got a magic wand, that is it. Of course he's also been playing a supporty role, but seems like everybody's falling into that support role. Storm Spirit almost ready with his Manta style, but still takes a while still. Not quite there just yet, even though he could buy something else if he wants to. But maybe he wants to save for buyback, because as soon as they lose a fight, if they lose a fight near their tier 3 towers, and maybe the barracks go down, and he does not want to have that happen. Surprisingly. Sarcasm intended. And we as Asian, look at that gold. It is almost 12k in their favor. 14k in favor of experience. The ulti is up again on the Wisp, so let's see if he wants to go somewhere. Looks like they're just gonna walk. Initiation already going off though. Blink in, lasso, Rubik, target, dead! Chen picking him up actually. Firefly, Flame Break will not be able to do anything anymore. Quick pick off, and they will take down the tier 2 tower for that one. Last one standing in the game on the side of the Dire. And they're just systematically taking down all the towers on the game, picking up the heroes that they can, and it doesn't look like CPL can offer any solution to this match so far. It's just not possible. Power shot goes through, but there's a pipe up on the Radiant side, so that's not going to be doing anything for now. Ice Path slows them down, that's it. Nice shackle, that's just a Darkseer, but they cannot initiate on it. Here comes the BKB Sven though. Got strength up on there. Look at them run. Stun. Lands only on creep. Omni slash though. Right clicks. Battle Fury. Is alive for now. But for how long? Actually, look at that Macropire Chen as well as a Wisp just standing in there. Darkseer going down. What a fight for CPL, and they're looking for more. Can't find more because they're on the run. And no surprise there either. It is the Juggernaut that is still alive together with the Bed Rider. Buy back from the Chen. He still has his Hand of God, of course. Also wants to defend his tier 1 on the bottom lane. What a defense. What a defense indeed. And even though Sven, I have to say, he wasn't that big of a factor in that defense. As he landed his stun on the creeps and stuff like that. But the Macropire Ice Path, and then a Fate Bolt to go through, that dropped those supports down so low. And it is indeed, sorry for misunderstanding that. Sorry, chat are, of course, almost always correct. And it is indeed a sheepstick up on the storm to be dealing with that Juggernaut. And he doesn't have a BKB or anything like that. He actually picked up a Sanjay Yasha. And he's got 2800 gold again. So now they have something to deal with that. He can just, Storm Spirit can ball lightning in, sheep that target, and just continue on his way. Or continue on his way, have his initiation for the team and start taking down that tower, of course. A tower. Target. Wow. Focus. I know. Do they want to go somewhere? Nope. They can though. Like, they have the ulti up again. But after that last fight, after that last defense coming up from CPL, they might not be as confident to try and do it again. They have to pick up more heroes before doing it again. And this is gonna be the target. Incoming Wisp TP. Here he goes. There's a lasso. There's a TP. That is done. Right clicks, and that's gonna be a kill. Sven goes down. Wisp takes a hit, but that's it. Looking for more. Let's see if the Sven's gonna be, yeah, the Juggernaut's gonna be left alone there. With TP's back by himself, and they're gonna try to find this guy, but he is smart enough. He knows what's coming. He TP's out. And that is a clean, quick kill, and good use of an invisibility rune by the Bat Rider, who's going for a heart, by the way. Of course, if you're gonna continue to initiate, you want to be able to stay alive when you blink in, and that is gonna be a heart. If you have a heart, you can just jump in there and indeed stay alive. Storm Spirit gonna throw out some harassment here on this middle lane, or some farm, some pressure, but I think he needs to TP to his top tower soon again if this push continues, but it doesn't. And he actually, yeah, he forces out at least one TP. At the same time, he has to now ball lighting himself away a bit more, because here comes the Juggernaut and he is surged, looking for an Omni Slash. Is he gonna find it? No, he is not. Too many creeps around. And he decides to just go on the creeps instead. Look at that Juggernaut's farm, by the way. 4,200 gold already up on him. With a total of 14,000 gold in his inventory, combined of course with the item. And it's the Storm Spirit that's second highest up on the net worth. Actually doing a good job there, but is it enough? Is it enough? Can they out-carry that Juggernaut? That's the question, of course. And if they can get him under control, if he's not going to get a BKB, then they might be able to do that. Especially if they have those push outs again, as they had last time. But smoke up here for the Radiant. By the way, the Radiant know that there's a ward here because they had a sentry ward here earlier, so they know that the Dire don't know that they are in there, as they would just walk past the ward, and they know that they did. I know. Sounds weird when I say it like that. But it doesn't look like they can find anybody outside of their base. They of course know that something is missing. There is no heroes on the map whatsoever for the Radiant side, and they smoke up. They're gonna look for them themselves. Maybe try to take down a Roshan or so. Even though I don't think Roshan is up yet. No. 3 minutes. And I follow the Sven. Nah, Sven revealed his smoke. And it looks like, oh, look at the minimap. They are gonna be sandwiched. Wisp and Jugger hanging around here. 3 heroes coming in from the top. Tower goes down. They are realizing it, so they back off. Where are they? Or are they? Blinkin, Lasso, Omni Slash. That is the Storm Spirit highest farmers hero on the Dire side already down, and they're looking for more. They're gonna find the Chan. Shackle latches on him. Fade Bolt going through. Right clicks from the Sven, who already popped his BKB, by the way. Stun there. Ghost Scepter helping to keep him alive. Walks into the ice bed. Will still drop there. As we have got the Storm Spirit. He bought back. Wants to go for the Juggernaut. There is the Vortex in. Right clicks to go. Is it gonna be enough? No, it is not. Storm Spirit ends his life. And Wisp goes down as well. Juggernaut buys back. Needs to be here once again. Juggernaut picking up a BKB as well. And the Darkseer dropping on the backside. And that is the Sven. Wow, that is 3-4-2. Sven and Storm Spirit getting picked up there. 3 for 4, I should say. Sven and Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit, of course, buying back. But it's the 2 carries going down on the side of the Dire. It is the only one surviving. Is the Bat Rider coming off from the Radiant team. As of course the Juggernaut died, but he bought back again, with all the support still dying as well. But what a good fight again for the Dire team. I mean, yes, they lost a lot of their heroes, and they lost their 2 main farmers, but having picked off the Juggernaut, and basically playing that mind game, so that the Radiant team knows, like, okay, you know what, we can really not push in without getting caught out like that, and without not being able to take towers in return for it. So you kind of give yourself some map control back. That's the way it works. Even though they didn't really necessarily win that team fight. Though with the BKB now up on the Juggernaut, things might change. Though I mean, no sheepstick for that for the Storm Spirit anymore. At least Storm Spirit cannot use it on the Juggernaut. Might be enough. Roshan is back up again. Let's see if they want to go for it. They place a ward. I do think that the Dire team, of course, also knows that Roshan is back up again. They smoke up. 5 on 5 once more, this time with a bit less buybacks. I'm going to leave this sheet open because we see the Sven having buyback and a Windrunner as well. So it is a dire time that would be in favor if everybody at least dies once. They would be left with at least 2. 5 heroes. There's still smoke though. Gonna come in from the side. Gonna go this way. Down or up? Down or up? Down. Who are they gonna find first? Chen, target. There is the stun. Shackle doesn't latch. Chen, you're gone. Cannot buy back. No hand of God. Here comes the Wisp. Here comes the Juggernaut. Darkseer Wall as well. Omnislash going through, and it is the Rubik, the Jakiro that goes down. Blade Fury there as well as Windrunner on the run again. We have got the Sven dying again. He can buy back though if he wants to. Flame Break, Fire Break. That is the Juggernaut picking up the Windrunner. We have got the Storm Spirit, last one alive, has got mana, but that was all his mana actually, and he will drop, and that's a team wipe. Team wipe on the side of CPL as they're kind of overextended their confidence in their team fighting possibilities. Of course, the Darkseer Wall being perfectly placed there. And that's gonna be the end of their tier 3, and maybe even their barracks, who knows. Sven, you kinda have to buy back Windrunner as well. If they buy back, they might be able to save their barracks, otherwise might not be so lucky. 4 seconds until Jakiro's back. There's the buyback. That's one. Windrunner, Jakiro, Rubik back. Sven buys back as well. Maybe they will even be able to save their tier 3 tower. Here comes the Shackle. Doesn't latch. Power shot will go through. Clears out some of the creeps. And it is a tower that is still alive, and they are able to defend it, and that is worth it. That is worth it, of course. Ice Path. They might even get some kills in return. Looking for Lasso, 1 second, there he goes. Where's the Lasso? Is he gonna find someone? Yes, he is. He finds the Sven, who's being BKB'd, gets slashed to death. Ice Path there, nice one. The Jakiro goes down again. Buyback from the Jakiro, however, it's the Sven that goes down again, and now 1 minute without the Sven, and he already bought back. And they just should have left them here. As soon as they were out of their base, should have left them alone. Melee barracks still alive. Tier 3 tower still goes down, but the Sven going down again is actually quite bad. We have the Vortex on the Wisp. Power shot to go through. Ice Path. Juggernaut trying to stay alive. Pops his BKB. Wants to go for more. Storm Spirit is gonna go down. Right clicks on the Windrunner. Omni Slash. Jakiro down once again. He just bought. He died, came back alive, died, bought back, and died. And we have got the Rubik going down as well, as I would not be surprised if we now see GG going for the first game, because this is really getting out of control for Clan Poland. Oh, and I say first game, but this is only best out of 1. My bad. So I don't think I'm gonna see GG. They want to fight this till the end. This is their chance to go to Dreamhack. They want to go to Dreamhack, but no, they're not gonna face it anymore. They can't. GG gets cold, so it will be WhA as Asia that's gonna go on to the semi-finals of the Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifiers number 2, as we see Windrunner getting picked off again, or is he? Yes, he is. And I will be linking the brackets in the chat shortly, so that you can see who is still in this competition. As we have to wait until the throne explodes. We have got some people disconnecting already, so that's the start right there. Only Jakiro left inside this game, as he now disconnects as well, so we will see the throne explode quite shortly. My name is Sheever. I'm a Ghost of Gamers caster. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/SheeverGaming. And yeah, like I said, we have the semi-finals coming up soon for the Dreamhack Winter Online Qualifiers. The semi-finals are also best out of 1, with the finals being best out of 3. So be ready for that, as we have got quite a few games to come. Throne explodes, leaving an empty void. Oh, there's the fire. That looks awkward. And we will see. Look at that. Looks like just emptiness. I guess that's the dire side. Emptiness is under their ground. Anyway, we'll have semi-finals coming up shortly. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action for Dreamhack Winter 2012.